To the Millennium Tower! Oh no, wait, he's not at the Millennium Tower anymore. Shoot! To Park Boulevard! Hey guys, K78 back here with another Yakuza 3 episode. In the last one, we were going through a bunch of things, but we finally got back to Kamurocho and we are continuing the Akechi mystery. I hope you enjoy. Hey Mac, how's it going? Kiryu-san, just the guy I wanted to see, and conveniently one of the only dudes who even knows about this place. Yeah, here I am. Without further ado, it's time to— oh, no, wait. I didn't want to do this. Oh, shoot. Hey, Mac, this the guy? Hold on a second. You're one of Majima's men, aren't you? Oh, Kiryu-san. Mac said his new pal was a tough cookie, but I never would have guessed it'd be you. Anyway, the name's Okuda. I supervise the construction around here, though as you can see, there hasn't been much of a going on lately.
Oh.
Hold up, you two know each other? Oh, Mac, this guy, he's the You could stop right there. Of course, sir.
Oh.
Man, I just knew you two get along like peas in a pod. Heck, you're practically wearing the same threads, too. Heh, always the optimist. So what are we doing here? The whole place looks kinda empty. Maybe for now. Bring it out, Okuda-san. Aye, Mac. Training formation A, move out. Oh, what? Yes, sir! So, Kiryu-san, is this everything you ever hoped and dreamed? I don't know what to say. It's incredible. All for Mac and his perfect shot. My boys have been working the routines to try to get the setup just right. I had no idea you'd be handing a land with this too, Kiryu-san. It just hit me like a flash of lightning to the skull when I saw you hit the way you run, Kiryu-san. It was like, I don't know, it just felt like you were going to be my one-way ticket to the perfect shot I've been after. So, you mind running some more? You know, get the camera juices flowing? I guess it couldn't hurt. In this town, you never know when you might need someone to chase down. Am I just going to be running by myself, though? There's 10 billion yen. There's the 10 billion yen question. The thick and thin of it is, Kiryu-san, I'm going to be running away, and I want you to catch me. You sure? I'm pretty fast, you know. No problem at all. I used to live among the herds of a gazelle and on the African plains, and being here is proof enough that I can outrun everything I ever came across. That's an interesting way to train. Anyway, sure, I'll help you get this perfect shot. You will? Thank you. Oh, thank you, Kiryu-san. Just give me a holler when you want to run. If you beat me, I'll teach you some of the most esoteric secrets I can learn in my travels. Heh. I can't think of a better reward. Looking forward to it, Mac. Alright. I did not want to do that, though. I'm trying to go see the florist. Who was down over here. I should okay. So I'm asking him about the murder.
You.
Hey, Kiryu. I heard you're looking into that Cafe Alps murder. Huh? How'd you hear about that? Don't underestimate my information network. I know everything that goes on in this town. Heh, I guess you do. So do you know anything about the murder? I have the police reports in my database. What do you want to know? Let's ask about the murder weapon. Tell me about the murder weapon. The same type of ashtray was found all over the cafe, but there's a significant difference between those and the murder weapon. Oh yeah? What was that? The weaponized ashtray had a chipped edge. Do you know how that happened? The day of the murder, a customer knocked the ashtray off the floor onto the table, chipping it. Okay. So, customer chipped the tray. Akechi noticed it while he was cleaning up at the closing time and decided to bring it out to the dumpster to throw it away. That's when he passed by a locker room and saw his girlfriend cheating. So there's no doubt Akechi touched the murder weapon that day. Okay. Nope. Normally, the ashtray would have been washed and all of the fingerprints would have disappeared. But Akechi noticed that the particular ashtray had been chipped, so instead of washing it, he decided to throw it out. And by the twist of fate, everyone who touched it that day still had their prints all over it. So all of the fingerprints on the murder weapon were made on the day of the murder, huh? Okay. Noted. I got the florist's testimony. I have the police reports in my database. What do you want to know? Okay, what about the fingerprints themselves? Tell me about the fingerprints on the ashtray. These are all the prints taken from the ashtray. So there's 12 different types. It looks like 12 people touched it. And those 3, the prints outlined in red match Akechi's. This is apparently the evidence that led to his arrest. Oh, it's not 12 people touched, it's 12 identified fingerprints. My bad. Good thing I'm writing in pencil. What about the other fingerprints? Well, one thing's for sure, none of them match the prints of any of the employees at the Cafe Alps at the time. They were thought to be from customers who'd visited that day, probably 2 or 3 people. Then one of these sets might be from the real murderer. It's certainly possible. So the real murderer's prints could be on the ashtray, huh? Okay, now we got the ashtray's fingerprints. You should be able to get more information from the people related to the case. If you haven't talked to them all yet, you better go do that. Thanks, you're a big help. I owe you one. Alright, now we leave. I'm gonna stop by, I guess Mock Bowl is the closest one. Or the Sega one. Whichever comes first. Okay, if I talk to the taxi man, here's a question. Here's the big $1,000,000 question. If I talk to the taxi man, can I like... Oh, uh-oh. Hello? Kazuma? It's me, Joji. What's up, Joji? I'm just about to head back to Tokyo. Where are you heading now? Getting in a cab. I'm going to the hospital to finally put an end to this mess. Good. But listen, Kazuma, there's something else I need to tell you before you go. What's that? I just had headquarters issue an order to all active agents in the Tokyo metropolitan area. The CIA will have your back every step of the way. Huh. Guess that explains why an agent just walked up to me not too long ago. There's one on the team we haven't been able to get in touch with, though. Remember, the CIA's goal is to apprehending Richardson. I'm not sure why we can't reach that team. But if you happen to run into them, it's likely they'll see you as a mere obstacle in their path. Worst comes to worst, you maybe even have to fight them. Just watch your back, Kazuma. Thanks, Joji, I will. Okay, but that's not what I wanted to do. I just wanted to see if I could take this as a shortcut. Sir? Excuse me, sir. Are you getting in or not? Huh? Oh, yeah, sorry. I want to go to the... I guess West Shichifuku Street is the best one to start with. Thank God. I just wanted to use a taxi for a different reason. There we go. Alright, now that we're here on the theater square, we want to, actually, okay, so we could go to Mockbull, but we can also go to the Sega, and the Sega entrance is over here, so we might as well, since I'm looking for dude. Hello? Sega? There we go. Alright, it's... this person?
Yes, I
No, not you. Sorry, I'm talking to the wrong person. You? Yes, you. You're Imagawa, right? That's right. Who are you? I'm looking into the Cafe Alps murder from 6 years ago. What? Let's see what to ask. Well, we definitely want to ask all of these, but let's first ask the alibi. What is your alibi? They say you weren't at the cafe the day of the murder. Is that true? Yes, I spent the whole day at home. Alone? No, some friends came over and we played video games. And these friends corroborated your alibi? That's right, so it wasn't me. Okay, let's say that it was Mario that he's specifically playing. I don't know. Let's see. What about the witness statement? What did you witness? Do you know anything about a man Scene fleeing the scene. No, I didn't see anything. I didn't say anything. I didn't hear anything. Okay. What about the motive? Can you think of anyone who'd want to kill Oda? I don't know anything. Don't ask me. Well, that was, okay, so I'm gonna note that he knows nothing else. Alright, what about the fingerprints? Your fingerprints weren't found on the murder weapon, were they? Next, you're gonna start saying I wore gloves? Well, you're wrong. I wasn't anywhere near Cafe Alps that day. Guess it stands to reason your prints wouldn't be on it. Alright, we can stop asking questions. We're fine. I don't know anything about the murder. Just leave me alone. Man, this guy's got a persecution complex. Let me know if you remember anything around the time of the murder. Doesn't matter how small. I didn't do anything. Honest, you have to believe me. Everyone's saying I'm the murderer, aren't they? Aren't they? No, nobody's saying anything about you. I don't believe you. Everyone hated me at the cafe. They used to harass me. Harassed you how? Okay, never mind. Harassed. Someone even stole my wallet, CDs, and uniform out of my locker on the day of the murder. Victim to theft. Well, how come he didn't report it? Are you sure the police didn't pick them up as evidence? Absolutely sure. Someone was harassing me, I tell you. So somebody stole Imagawa's things. Okay. Nice. Does this show up in the notebook by chance? Just to double check. Occasionally had wallet, CDs in the theater, the uniform stolen from the locker. Okay, so it does write down some of these things, but it's good for me to like have a quick, easy access to see it. So next, we're going to go to the mock bowl. Let's see. I believe it would be that girl over there. Excuse me. Are you Sawako Kusami? Yes. What do you want? I'm looking into the murder that happened at Cafe Alps 6 years ago. There's nothing left to say. Yuichi Akechi might not have killed Oda. If we're going to find out the truth, I need to hear your account of what happened that day. Let's see. Alright. Your alibi is the most sketchiest because you were in the room that day having sex with the manager. So I have to ask, what were you doing after Akechi supposedly murdered this manager? You were the one when Akechi... You were there when Akechi confronted Oda, weren't you? Yeah, I mean, I was the reason they fought, so of course I was there. Do you not feel any regret, madam? What happened after that? Did you see Akechi kill Oda? Yeah. I took off, so don't ask me. You left the scene of the crime. You left the scene. I have a hard time believing that because other sources say that you didn't leave. Took off? What do you mean? Do you have any idea what it feels to like have... Do you have any idea what it feels like to have your significant other walk in on you when you're with someone else? Talk about awkward. And it would have been even more awkward if the other people started coming to see what all the fuss was about, so I ran out the back door. Okay. What did you do after you left the cafe? I went home, but Yuichi followed me. We spent the night arguing about breaking up. Okay, but that doesn't seem right because it seems like he got arrested right there on the spot. Of course, I never imagined that he already killed Oda-san. So you're saying you didn't see Akechi kill Oda? That's right, and I told the police that too. So nobody actually saw Akechi kill Oda, huh? Alright. Let's see. Well, that's the witness testimony. Tell me about the person seeing. I don't don't know anything about that. I left the cafe before Yuichi did, so I don't know how he left. Okay. Motive. Any idea why somebody killed Oda? Are you trying to be funny? No, I mean besides your relationship with Oda. Did he do anything to make anybody else mad? I don't know. The police would have known if he had any loans or like that, right? I wasn't particularly close to him, really. We just ended up hooking up that night. I don't know, man. I don't know. Why did you do that? I see. Maybe Akechi really did kill Oda after seeing him with Asami. Let's see what else. What about the fingerprints? They didn't find your fingerprints on the murder weapon, right? Right, they only found Yuichi's. We constantly replace the customer's ashtrays with clean ones, but Yuichi must have been the only one that touched that one. I guess he was just unlucky. Yuichi took good care of the customers and replaced their ashtrays often. I think he must have noticed that one was chipped. Let's see. Okay. I'm gonna stop asking questions. But this woman is heavily suspicious. Are we through here? I'm supposed to be working. Right. Thanks for the help. She's also going through lockers, so she could have been the one to steal some of Igagawa's stuff. We are going to Popo next. Alright, here's the Popo. I'll go over here. We want to talk to this guy here. Are you a Sai, former employee of the Cafe Alps? Yeah, who are you? Kazuma Kiryu. I wanted to ask you about the murder that happened at Cafe Alps 6 years ago. Oh, so that's what happened. So what do you want to know? Alright, I want to ask for your alibi. What were you doing that day? You're at the cafe at the time You're at the cafe at the time of the murder, right? Weren't you?
Oh.
Yeah, I think I was closing the register. It was after we closed for the night. Okay. So you didn't go anywhere near the murder scene, the locker room?
Huh?
Of course not. I mean, why would I? I was still working, wasn't I? What? He's acting kind of funny. Let's see. Okay, well, he said he didn't go near the locker room, but usually you would. Usually you would go there once you're done and ready to pack up. So why were you at the register for so long? How about a witness statement? Do you know anything about the person seen running from the crime scene?
Yeah?
No, I don't know anything. I only found out a murder had taken place when Kinoshita-san showed up looking white as a sheet. I didn't see the murderer at all.
Oh.
I see. Oh, but I did see Oda-san's body. Ugh, I can still see it. Blech. So Asai went to the locker room after the murderer escaped, huh? Okay. That contradicts your earlier statement, so... Let's see, what to ask. How about the motive? Do you know anybody with a motive to kill Oda? Well, you reap what you sow. I mean, it was bad enough he was always messing around at the workplace, but going after another employee's woman? Get a grip. You make it sound like he slept with other women at the cafe before. Okay, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I saw him hook up with another woman there once. Another woman? Got a name for her? Yeah, I think her last name was Saito. I guess she was dating Oda-san at the time of the murder. Alright. I don't see anyone named Saito among the list of the people related to the case. She already quit the cafe at that time. I heard she still hung around Oda-san though. So, Oda-san was dating somebody at the time. Alright. Oh. Oh. Interesting. Was she a customer that day? I have to wonder. Alright. Fingerprints. Your fingerprints weren't found on the murder weapon. Isn't that strange, seeing as you were one of the waiters?
Oh.
I just didn't like doing ashtrays. I always left that to other people. So it's pretty natural my fingerprints wouldn't be on it, I guess. I see. Alright. This job is pretty boring, so thanks for helping me kill some time. You can ask me more whenever you want. I see. By the way, do you remember Imagawa? Imagawa? Sounds familiar. Your co-worker from Cafe Alps. Oh, Mr. Gloomy? Yeah, I remember him now. Imagawa says he had his things stolen from the locker. You know anything about that, Asai?
Nani?
What? You think it's something to do with it? You did act strange about the locker room that night. Yes. Look, I'm not judging you. I'm just trying to find out what you know. Well, I might have tried to cook a buck two off of him. All I took was a wallet and some CDs I sold off later. Anything else? Huh? Like what? You didn't steal Imagawa's uniform?
Yeah.
Uniform? How would I make any money off of that? All I stole was a wallet and CDs, that's all. So that's all Asai took, huh? Maybe the police really did take the uniform. Okay then. That probably updated in the notebook, correct? Oh, you got the testimonies here. But it also probably writes it in the notebook, right? Has stolen CDs from Imagawa's locker. Claims he's never stolen a uniform. Okay then. I need to turn my piece of paper over so, because the last person I need to question is Kamoshida. Oh, Kinoshita, sorry, not Kamoshida. Kinoshita is the current manager at the Cafe Alps. Don't worry, I'm about to get your boy out of jail. Where are you guy with? What do you want? He told me about the case. I'm trying to look for information. Huh? What are you talking about? He feels responsible, so we're looking for a way to help your brother. Oh, really? Well, you're way too late. Okay, she doesn't want to talk, unfortunately. Alright, excuse me, sir? I need to talk to you about this. Kitoshita-san, is that right? That's right, who are you? Kazuma Kiryu. I want to ask you about the murder that happened at the cafe 6 years ago. Oh, that. Well, I don't know if I can tell you anything new, but go ahead. Let's see what to ask. Well, we had to start with the alibi. Where were you and what were you doing when Oda-san was killed? I was here in the customer area cleaning up. I believe you could see me on the security tapes. I wasn't in the locker room when the murder took place. Huh. Okay. What about a witness statement? You're the witness. They say you saw Yuichi Akechi fleeing the scene of on the night of the crime. Tell me more about that.
Oh.
Yes, I saw him. That night, Akechi-kun disappeared right in the middle of the cleanup. I waited a while and he still didn't come back, so then I went to check up on him. That's when I saw him leaving through the back door of the cafe. Are you sure it was Akechi? Well, I only saw his back, but I'm pretty sure it was him. If you didn't see his face, then how can you be so sure it was Akechi? The man I saw leave through the door was wearing a cafe waiter's uniform. The classic Ace Attorney wears something else to look like the person that is the suspect. Anyone could have been wearing that uniform, though, because there was a uniform stolen that day. And that could have been Saito or someone else, anyone besides Akechi. Aside from Oda-san, there was only 3 other male employees looking that night. Akechi-kun, a guy called Asai, and me. You can see Asai-kun spent the night closing the register on the security tapes. The only person I could have seen would have been Akechi-kun. I see. After that, I called the police and waited at the back door until they showed up. No one tried to enter or leave during that time. Okay. So now we have to figure out how the murderer left, because it looked like Akechi left. As he probably left right after arguing Oda, following his girlfriend home, and then someone else with a uniform, or someone else went back there with their uniform, or no, they went back there, took the ashtray that was dropped, killed Oda, then put on a uniform and left. So Kinoshita didn't see the criminal's face. Okay. Now we have to ask about motive. Did Oda had any enemies? Well, I'm not sure, but I didn't really talk to him much outside of work. I see. Alright, and the fingerprints. Were your prints on the murder weapon? No, they weren't. I keep thinking if I had touched that ashtray open, I would have been blamed for the murder. Let's see, what to ask. Nothing else. I'm sorry I couldn't have been more help. Thanks for your time. Are you a detective, Kiryu-san? Not exactly. Why do you ask?
Yeah.
No reason. I was just wondering why anyone would be looking into the case now. I'm trying to help a friend find out if Yuichi Akechi is innocent. Innocent? You think someone else could have been the murderer? It's possible. I see. I feel terrible for Akechi-kun if he really was innocent all this time. I can't imagine what it's like to be in prison for a crime he didn't commit. Kiryu knows. Kiryu knows for sure. Okay. Especially for 6 years, that'd be horrible. That's why we're trying to find out the truth. If you think of anything else, let me know. Okay, I will. Alright. Now, does something update on here? I should talk to everybody related to the case. Well, we did find out that there was someone new. I can't talk to Akechi. I can't talk to Noizumi. I could talk to the detective again. Because I got everyone else talked to. But while I'm here, does he have to do anything else to do?
Domo.
Oh, Kiryu-san, did you find out anything? No, nothing conclusive yet. I see. Still, I guess our only option is to talk to everybody related to the case. My notebook should have some information on everybody involved. Give it a look when you give the chance. I go... Maybe I should talk to her and see if she knows Saito. I have to wonder... Oh, never mind. I'd talk to everybody related to the case, but it doesn't look like it's going to be easy to prove Yuichi Akechi's innocence. I should meet up with Wakazo at the... I was just there! Bro!
Mm-hmm.
Funny seeing you here. What's up? I'm taking one of my clients out on the town. We were in the area, so I thought I'd drop in and see you. Taking our client out on the town? Don't you mean you were going to one of those host clubs? My client just happens to like host clubs. Really? It's just a coincidence. Speaking of which, isn't your perfume a bit strong tonight? Oh, really? I didn't think so, but... Oh, look at the time. Look, I've got to go. Okay, interesting. That Yuko. Who is that woman talking to Kinoshita? That's Kinoshita-san's wife, Yuko-san. Kinoshita's wife? How did you know that? She actually used to work here. That's how I know her. She worked here. Well, I definitely need to talk to her about that. That's right. She already quit by the time the murder happened, though. And she wasn't on the security tapes in the dining area, so she definitely wasn't at the cafe that day. Okay. Not on security tapes, but you could still, like, bypass those somehow, I would think. I see. It doesn't sound like Kinoshita's wife, Yuko, is involved in the case, but maybe I should look into her anyway. Okay. Now here's a question. Where do I go for that? She said she was out on the town, right? Oh, wait. Yuko often visits host clubs. Do you know about the arrival on this? No. None of those would help me find your wife, man. Which club does she frequent? No, that's not a club. That's a club, though. Stardust. We could go to Stardust. Club Shine, Club Asia, or Club Jewel. Actually, I might want to try Club Shine or one of those ones before I go to the other club. Alright. Don't hit her. I just wanted to see if she, like, went to any of these clubs over here. Possibly that she didn't. And we're looking for a woman named Yuko. Is she actually in the club, though?
いらっしゃいませ。
Enter. No. What's going on over here? You're a doctor? Are you a general practitioner or do you work in a hospital? I work in a hospital. Toto Hospital to be exact. Maybe you've heard of it. Oh, you're kidding. This place, that place just huge. I just see it on TV. Isn't that where all the big stars and politicians go? Yeah, actually, we've got a patient in the VIP right now. Really? Who? Well, only the doctor in charge knows his identity, but I imagine he's famous in one way or another. I wonder who it could be. Oh, that's not what I meant to see? Never mind. Stardust. The only one that you can actually walk around in and look for people, which makes sense, because the other ones you walk around, you can't walk around in, but this one you can. Is that? Oh, that looks like Kinoshita's wife, Yuko.
Kiryu-san.
Oh, Kiryu-san, what brings you here? Yuya, what can you tell me about that woman over there? Who? You mean Yuko-san? She's been a regular customer for ours for years. What do you want with her? She looks awfully rich for somebody so young.
Oh.
She manages a venture-funded startup. Her company got popular making products targeted at young women, and it's been growing pretty fast over there the last 4 or 5 years. Is that so? Oh, Yuya, who is that? I haven't seen him around before. Is he a new host?
Oh.
Ah, Yuko-san. This is Kiryu-san. We owe him a lot. We owe a lot to this man here. And no, he is not a host. No, he is not a host. Oh, I see. Well, that's unfortunate. This is my company, by the way. If you ever need anything, just give me a call. Sure. Yuko's business card. Bye now. Tonight was fantastic.
ありがとうございました。
We'll be looking forward to seeing you again. Okay, is this going to be like the telephone club where I now have to call that business card number? I've collected all the information I can see. Oh. Oh, okay. Wait, but why do I have the business card?